Hey all, Tina here. Earlier this week I was using some makeup from my Shop My Stash basket and I created an eye look that I absolutely loved and I want to share it with you all, so we're going to do that right now. Let me pull you in so you can see what I'm doing. As you can probably tell, I already have my face makeup done and I will list everything that's on my face down below. It's all from my Shop My Stash or my Project Use It Up, so I've talked about these products before on my channel. I'm going to be using two palettes for this look, the Maybelline Nudes of New York and the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette, but I will do as I've been doing in previous videos where I will insert the colors that I will use so that if you want to stop, pause the video, go dig through your inventory and find similar colors so you can play along. I'll put that in right here. I'm going to use the lightest shade to set my lid, and then I'm going to use the color right next to it, Creator, as a transition. Then I'm going to go down over into Globetrotter and put that to deepen up the crease. And then I'm going to use the Zodiac palette and go into Aries for the blue, the pop of blue on my lid. And then I'm going to come back to Nudes of New York and use the shade Inspirer in my inner corner. So if you're looking in your own inventory, you need something that's close to your skin tone, a transition color, a warm kind of burgundy rusty brown, a gold, and then a teal blue shimmer. And that teal blue has been fairly popular lately, so there are probably several palettes that have that in it. So the first thing, like I always do, is a big fluffy brush and that ivory color, and I'm going to set from crease to brow bone. This one's a little bit of a deeper shade, so it's not quite as brightening, but I liked the effect it gave. And then the color right next to it is my transition, and that is Creator. And I'm just going to dab that in and get that on the lid, and then I'll start blending. I'm actually going to put this on the whole lid to provide a base for that blue color. This is a super quick eye look, by the way. This video probably won't be very long because most of it's neutral, and then you just put this pop of color on the lid and boom, you're done. And as I do with most of my eye looks, I'll probably only do one eye on camera, so if you're going along, you might need to hit the pause button to catch up. Then I'm going to take a little bit denser, fluffy brush and go into this kind of burgundy, rust, brick red, brown color in the corner. How many adjectives could I use to describe one color? I am going to put that just on the tip of that brush because I want to be pretty precise about where I put it in the crease and the outer V. And then when I get the color there, I'm going back to that other brush that I used for the transition to blend. And with what's left on the brush, I'm just going to kind of go underneath the eye because I don't want it too deep down there. We're going to use a fun eyeliner when we get to that point. I'm actually going to put the light gold on first before I go in with the darker blue. And that's this color right here, Inspirer. Not inspire, but inspirer, like one who inspires, and it's really hard for me to say. Inspirer. Yeah, I can't do it. We'll just say one who inspires. When we're done, I'll actually use my highlighter as an inner corner highlight, and I'll show you that in just a second. So now I'm going into this gorgeous Zodiac palette, and I was so happy I found this at a TJ Maxx untouched, because I know BH is no longer in business, and this is one that I have had on my wish list for a really long time, and I was just waiting for a good BH sale to purchase it, and then they filed bankruptcy and got bought by Revolution. So when I had the opportunity, I went ahead and grabbed it. I'm going to put it on my ring finger so that I have some control over where it goes, and I mean, just look at that, it's gorgeous. And I'm just going to put that on my lid from about a third of the way out and all the way to the edge. And your finger doesn't give you precise placement, so we're going to go in and clean that up with a brush. I'm going to put just a tiny little bit of that blue on this little flat shader brush so that I can precisely place that to clean up the crease a little bit and to get down to the lash line. And then going back to the gold, we're going to just kind of blend those edges together a little bit, so there's not a harsh line. Finally, going back to that brush that we used for the transition, I'm going to blend the blue into the transition so that there isn't a harsh line there. Now, when you blend a shimmer, you kind of lose your shimmer, but that's okay because it's in the crease. And that's all we're doing on the eye, but now I'm going to go into some eyeliner and watch what happens. The eyeliner I'm going to use is from Essence, and it's their long-lasting Tata Turquoise. Such a pretty color. This was one that I had put into my Shop My Stash to force me to use more colorful eyeliners. And I have these eyeliners because there's a makeup lover inside me who wants to love colorful eyeliners, but the makeup user that I actually am doesn't really reach for them very often. But when I do, I love them. So we're going to put this on the lower lash line, in the waterline, and on that lash line. And sometimes when you're doing a waterline liner, it helps to actually put a second coat. It just kind of makes it pop. And I do have just a tiny little bit of fallout, so I'm going to just brush that away. And now I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do my black eyeliner on my upper waterline and on the lash line and put on my mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I used the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof eyeliner on my upper waterline and also along the lash line, and I just smudged it. I didn't do a liquid liner because I don't want anything to take away from the color on the lid, and then I used the Lash Princess from Essence, the purple one, the Sculpted Volume on my lashes. As promised, I used the Revolution Sunkissed highlighter on my cheeks, and I'm going to use that as an inner corner highlight as well. So I just have this little bitty pencil brush. I'm going to swirl it in there, tap off a little extra, and just kind of put that right in the inner corner. I have a lot of darkness in my inner corner, so I like to put a highlight there to brighten that up. And I think I want a little more highlight on my cheeks too. Why not? Now, I know not everybody who watches me is comfortable with color, so if you love colorful eye looks, then comment down below color. And if you're more of a neutral girl, then comment neutral. I would love to see how that splits out so that I know how to focus my time bringing you guys eye looks. And if you like this style of just doing the eye look, getting in, getting out, I have a whole playlist, and I'm going to put it right here so you can watch those. If you prefer full get ready with me's, then I'm going to put that playlist over there. If you aren't subscribed, I invite you to do that, and if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up because it's really helpful. I hope that you all have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye!